Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I want to share something simple yet profoundly powerful. Something that has the potential to change the trajectory of your entire life. That power lies in improving yourself every single day. I know many people think improvement means making grand overnight changes. It's about huge leaps and turning your life around in a flash. But that's not how real growth happens. Real lasting growth happens in the smallest, most deliberate steps. It happens when nobody's watching, when the world isn't cheering for you. It happens in those quiet moments when you decide to be just a little better today than you were yesterday and tonight. I'm not just talking theory. I'm giving you a blueprint, a roadmap. With 10 points you can follow. Each point is a brick that you lay to build a life that is unstoppable. Let me be clear, these aren't abstract ideas. These are real, tangible actions you can begin tonight. You can't improve if you don't know where you are right now. Think about that for a moment. Life doesn't pause to let you catch up. It doesn't wait for you to figure things out. Yet so many people wander through life on autopilot, hoping they'll wake up one day and find themselves in the place they've always dreamed of. That's not how it works. Improvement starts with awareness, brutal, honest awareness. You have to look at yourself, really look, not in the mirror that flatters you, but the one that shows you everything. Your habits, your mindset, your choices, the ones no one else sees. Ask yourself, where am I right now? Are you living the life you truly want, or are you just floating along hoping things will change? You might say, I don't have time for this, but here's the truth. Awareness doesn't take hours. It takes courage to face the truth and to see your life as it really is. Courage, my friends, is not something you wait for. It's something you summon when you realize your life is worth it. Think of Michael Jordan for a moment. Do you think he became the greatest of all time by showing up and hoping for the best? No, he studied every miss, he watched every loss, and after every failure, he asked the toughest question: what did I do wrong? That is awareness. It's the raw honesty to say, I can do better, I must do better. Every champion, every person you admire started here, not with talent, not with luck, but with awareness. But awareness isn't just about knowing what's wrong with you. It's also about knowing what's right. It's about acknowledging your strengths, your passions, the things that fire you up, and aligning your life with them. But let me warn you, most people never get here because it's uncomfortable. Awareness hurts, it stings. When you see how far you are from where you want to be, it exposes the lies you've been telling yourself, the excuses, the procrastination. But that sting, that's the first taste of growth. Lean into it. Don't run from it. Awareness alone won't get you anywhere. It's the seed, but you need to water it with honesty, discipline, and action. Every morning remind yourself where you are. Every evening reflect on where you could have done better. It's not about perfection. It's about progress, small steps, tiny victories. And here's something else. Awareness is contagious. When you start holding yourself accountable, people around you start to notice. Your friends, family, colleagues, they see your growth. It inspires them. It changes the room. And that, my friends, is power. The power to influence not just your life, but the lives of those around you. The moment you stop pretending, the moment you stop running from reality, that's when doors open, opportunities, clarity, confidence. They follow awareness, but you have to take that first step. Stop waiting for a sign or a perfect moment. Awareness is your sign. Awareness is the moment, and it's available to you right now if you have the courage to see it. So I challenge you tonight. Take that long, hard look at your life. Stop glossing over the cracks. Face them. Own them. Ask the hard questions. Where am I? What am I avoiding? What lies have I been telling myself? And then here's the game changer. Use that knowledge. Let it fuel your actions. Let it drive you to be better every single day. Because greatness doesn't come from luck. It comes from awareness, courage, and the relentless will to work when no one's watching. Start now. Look in the mirror, and when you do, you'll realize that the path to becoming unstoppable has already begun. Mediocrity doesn't sneak up on you. It's not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It creeps in quietly when you don't have a standard. When you drift without a measure of what better even looks like. If you don't define your standards, someone else will. Society, social media, your peers, they'll tell you what's acceptable, and you'll nod along thinking it's good enough. But good enough is never enough. If you want to live a life of greatness, you have to define your standard. Make it real, make it measurable. It's like drawing a line in the sand. It tells the world, and more importantly, it tells you what you are willing to accept. This is my measure. Anything less is unacceptable. With it, that standard, improvement is just a wish. With it, improvement becomes a relentless pursuit. You remember a friend who wanted to read more. He told me, I'll try to read when I have time. I said, try. That's vague. You need a standard. So he set a clear goal: 30 minutes of reading every single day. No excuses. Do you know what happened? He read 50 books in 1 year. 50. That's the power of defining your standard. Small, measurable, non-negotiable. Your standard doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be clear when you define your standard. Mediocrity doesn't get a vote. Excellence becomes your default. Growth becomes inevitable. And every step you take after that is a step closer to the life you've always dreamed. Often, let's talk about mornings. The first moments of your day set the tone for everything. If you don't take control of your morning will take control of you. Too many people wake up and immediately react. They check their phones, scroll through social media, answer emails. That's not control. You've got to own your morning. Set the tone, set the pace. Doesn't need to be extreme. It doesn't mean hours of meditation or running marathons before sunrise. It means creating a foundation so strong that nothing outside of you can shake it. Whatever you choose, make it yours. It could be exercise, stretching, journaling, or planning your day with intention. And here's the power of mastering your morning. Studies show that people with a morning routine are 20% more productive. They're in control. They make better decisions, and they handle stress with calm. And that power carries through the entire day. Imagine the people. One hits snooze, scrolls through Instagram, answers emails in a rush. The other hydrates, moves, breathes, and plans by lunchtime. One is exhausted, reactive, stressed. The other is calm, focused, and clear. That's the power of owning your morning. Master the morning, and you master the day. No take responsibility. Your life is yours. No one will change your life until you take full responsibility for it. I don't mean passive responsibility. I mean active ownership. Own your choices, own your decisions, own every single outcome at the moment. You take responsibility. You take back your power. You stop being a victim and become unstoppable. Most people play the blame game. Stop. It's not about your upbringing, your past, or your circumstances. It's about what you do with what happens to you. Life isn't about circumstances. It's about choices. The moment you stop blaming and start acting, your life changes. Here's what I want you to remember. Greatness starts when you stop blaming and start doing.